What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up, featuring myself, Mike Orr, and my man Cedric Ben in the den. We're talking prospects, and we're talking about Mykquan Williams. Sorry, had a little bit of a tongue twister there. Yes, DiBella Entertainment, man. Lou DiBella has signed this kid a couple years back. He's just one of these kids sitting in the background, not really getting as much notoriety as he should, man, to be honest. The kid's sporting right now 17-0-1 with 8 knockouts in the super light division. He's ranked 20th out of 310 in the United States and 85th out of 2,076 around the world in that division. This 24-year-old 5'6" with a 69-inch reach is coming off a stoppage against Tyrone Lucky back April the 2nd, 2022. Cedric, I know you've been watching some of the highlights on this kid, man. I definitely like the way this kid fights. Let's break it down for the people.
Yes. Mr. Williams, a very good fighter. You can tell he throws, like I like to explain those single punch combinations. He's not going to throw like pop, but he's going to stand there and throw like boom, boom. And you can tell that he does have power. You said how many knockouts in his 17 fights?
Yeah, he's got 8 knockouts out of his 17 wins.
8 now. Okay, so he's not known for a knockout artist, but still a good power puncher nonetheless. He might not finish his fights by KO, but his opponents definitely. I can tell his opponents definitely could feel his power by the way he punches.
Definitely. So marvelous, Mykquan Williams is one of the hottest welterweight prospects in the United States, guys. He has already overcome more challenging obstacles in his young life than he'll ever face in the ring. His father was murdered when he was only 1 year old, and 10 years after that, the house that he was living in burned to the ground. As a prime suspect to get into trouble in the streets, Williams was brought to Rock's Gym in Manchester, Connecticut, when he was 8 by his aunt, now retired boxer Andy Irizarry. 3 years later, he was carrying now Rock and DiBella's entertainment stablemate Matt Ramillard's title belts into the ring. With incredibly quick hand speed and poise beyond this kid's years, man. He's managed by Jackie Callan, trained by Paul Chicon, and trained Williams to win 5 national amateur champions. And this youngster made his pro debut April the 16th, 2016 at nearby Foxwoods Resort and Casino, only 10 days after his 18th birthday. He graduated from high school, Prince Tech, 2 weeks after his 7th pro win without a loss. That was June 3rd, 2017, again at Foxwoods. This kid, honestly...
high school? You said high school?
Yeah, so he was in high school sporting a 7-0 when he graduated. So he was still going to school to get his education, and here it is, man. The kid,
So that might explain why he doesn't have a lot of knockouts yet, because he doesn't have his man strength yet.
He is only 24, and I want to announce that Connecticut Boxing Hall of Fame has announced its 2021 award winners, and who will be honored at the 16th annual gala induction dinner on May the 21st, which happened. This one saw this youngster, Williams, he could become the first CBHOF Triple Crown winner, having previously been the Amateur Boxer of the Year. And all that's left now for the gifted junior, who had 0-1 pro record entering into, he had 16-0-1 entering into 2022. And, he became a future Hall of Fame inductee. But he's been announced as the Boxer of the Year for Connecticut right now this year. So the kid's winning all these awards, man. And definitely, I don't think we've seen him enough. He needs to get into the ring, man, a little more. His outings have been, few and far between. He didn't box at all in 2020. He only did 1 fight in 2021. And then, honestly, 2021 was a great one, man. It was a 10-round unanimous decision against Solano. Both men were undefeated going into that fight, and he came out the victor with a wonderful performance that he put on, man. Honestly, I like the way this kid stays in the pocket. He's very elusive while he's in the pocket. Has a chin on him, can take the hits, but likes to give it out, man. He likes those power punches. And, he's got great ring IQ, man, great hand speed and good power, and he's still a young kid at only 24 years old.
Yeah, he's still learning. Like I said, he started his pro career early. That's why I'm assuming most of his early fights went the distance. And those 8 knockouts came out a little bit later on when he was as he was developing a little bit stronger. So, we got to keep an eye on this guy, see how he continues to his forward, progress.
Yeah. His manager, Jackie Callan, who has worked with several titleists, notably James Toney in the early 90s, has seen a lot during her time in boxing and feels that Williams could be her next champion. And, his trainer believes that he has the versatility that will help serve him well as he progresses in these paid ranks, and believes that one day this kid will be wearing a belt. You can see it in the way that this kid fights, man. He does have great potential to become a massive talent and a massive name in boxing, man. Honestly, guys, be on the lookout for this kid to be getting a little more busy near the end of this year, and hopefully a lot more next year, man, because honestly, the kid's been shelved. He's sitting on the back end, only getting one fight a year. We need more. We need more of it, man. He's got to stay loose, man, and we need to see him get in the ring to do that.
Yeah, definitely. When's his next coming fight, you said?
Not scheduled yet, but he did fight April the 2nd of this year. It was his only fight this year. He was going into this year 16-0-1, comes through with a stoppage in the 5th, and now he's 17-0-1 with 8 knockouts. Can't hear you, Cedric.
Oh, my bad. I had it on mute. Yeah, I'm watching that fight right now. Seeing him breaking the opponent down right now. Solano's his name.
Jose Ramirez sits at the top of this weight class, man. And this kid is ranked right now 20th, right behind Cletus Selden, Omar Jerez, Shenard Bunch, John Bauza, Darwin Price. So he's got a lot of competition to go, man. Because when you start getting to the top 10 to round that out, man, you got Mario Barros, Brandon Lee, Richardson Hitchens, Montana Love. So, Gary Antoine Russell, Jose Zepedita. There's lots of guys and lots of stiff competition in his weight class as he goes up. And if they don't give this kid the exposure and the time in the ring that he needs, we will never see him be able to climb these ranks and, capitalize and take out these guys that are above him, because the names I just spit off, we know are great contenders in this division. This kid can definitely be one of them. It's just he has to get the ring time. So, Lou, please, if you're hearing me, get this kid some fights, man. Get this kid in the ring. We need to see him do what he does best, and that's winning. One fight a year is not enough. We got to get him back in the ring. You heard it here from your man, Mike Orr and Cedric Ben. Thanks to everybody who dropped all the comments today. Cedric, do you want to say anything before we get out of here?
No, man. Just make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Every day at 4. My boy Mike Orr and myself, giving you the latest prospects. And
definitely. You know what it is. Please like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Come join us tomorrow. Same time, same channel, New Prospect. And if you're up early enough, guys, 7 a.m. Standard Time, we got Chris Boyle, L. Coulson, and Holly Towell in the studio with us for a live interview. So come join us 7:30 a.m. tomorrow if you have time. If not, we'll see you at 4. Same time, same channel, New Prospects. Knuckle up.